right. Let's see. Okay. Thumbs up. Thumbnails down. All of that is in. What? Okay, there it is. All right, so looking at PEGY has the most volume on today. News on today, not seeing any, but has 10 million shares traded on it. %. Off. What's up, SB? So this morning I saw PEGY coming up. So the $2 stock is real low float. We'll have to see what that wants to do. Also, VEV is up 43%. KITT just popped in. I don't remember seeing that one earlier. Nauticus Robotics Inc. announces additional contract award with the U.S. Defense Innovation Unit for autonomous amphibious robot. Okay, so you got a swimming robot. Guess I'll pop that one over here. Watch that one. KITT. And then SHPH. Then for the other ones, we have Tesla, PCG, a little bit of higher float ones that, let's see if we see any news. The only news on this one is Elon Musk would lose 3.5 million Twitter followers if he scraps most spam accounts. And that was, says Justin Bieber would lose 27.6 million spam accounts. That's crazy. So most of these people that we're out here seeing have all of these followers. I mean, spam accounts are like 50% of their followers. So how popular are they? I don't know. All right, PCG, climate credit. Okay, reach a $1.17 million settlement over California wildfires. That was back in 2019, 2020, something like that, where all those wildfires were going crazy. Can't remember the year, but I do remember it happening. Okay, Ford, all of these are down. They really don't have that much behind them, but yeah, we'll just focus on the low floats, which is PEGY, VEV, KITT, and SHPH. Pulling over to Street Smart Edge, we see ATXI. Looks like it has gone on its final run. This thing always seemed, after the first original data that popped during intraday, all the rest of its pops were during pre-market, and I really didn't like it because, I mean, like, man, I don't like trading a low volume pre-market. But yeah, it's coming on down. So down 22% today. FNGR was another ripper. Came down to this 495 level and is gapped down a little bit, down 13%. AECR was a ripper from yesterday. Came down here to about the $4 level and then just popped all the way up to the $6 level, down 20% today. So we will see. Oh, KITT killing the game. Came from down here at the 343 all the way up here to the 582s. 5 million shares traded on it. Wondering about AERC. Will it have another move up? Came down to about the 470s today. It's down 20% though. That's the only scary thing. Let me see the daily chart for it. So it came up here, hit the almost $6, and has dropped all the way back down here to the right around this level, 460s, 470s, right above the 450s there. So definitely got some rejection off of the moving average up there. But we'll have to see what it wants to do. I would like to see it try to do a gap fill here though, if it could, but I don't know. May or may not be able to get that done. But KITT definitely still in the show right now. Low of the 464s down here. And this one had a low of the 1050s. Support. Okay. So on the 15-minute, we're seeing this thing hold above the 465s. We'll see how that works out at the open. Has pulled down quite a bit, and I would love to see it just revisit this 537 if it can, for a quick pop at the open, but I don't know. We'll see. Looks like more eyes are up here, but these don't really have strong catalysts. PEG, PEGY, not really seeing strong catalysts there. KITT, the aquatic robotics, definitely is some news, but I mean, what would be the expansion of that? What would we, are any companies buying that product or anything? We don't even know. VEV going on down, still up 40%. KITT hit a top of the $6. Nauticus Robotics Inc. Announces additional contract reward with U.S. Defense Innovation Unit for autonomous amphibious robots. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What would be the application for that? Could it be like used in the army to spy, or could it be used to monitor amphibious creatures' activity, or monitor maybe pollution in the water sources and not be such a disturbance? What could a aquatic robot do? Could it be used to lure specific predators into an area? I don't know. So ATXI got the 1064s down there. Not a lot of volume though. Nord Stream pipeline stuff. Yeah. It'll be interesting. Just like the other one we were looking at with the finger controls, but WLDS has dropped down a little bit to $1.09. On the daily chart here, it reached up to $1.40, and now it's down here at the dollar and or right at $1. I'm just gonna keep my eye on that one. A lot of the higher floats are red today, of course, after yesterday's big run on the SPY. Pretty sure there's got to be some sell-off. AAOI, GOVX, INDO. ATXI. It's looking, if it can hold this 1064, if it can come down and touch that, I don't know, it may pop back up and try to test at least the 12s. It fell from the 16s. So definitely has come down a bit. SHPH. So we got about less than 15 minutes to the bell. Yeah, I think I'm gonna avoid these FNGR and ATXI. They're already down. They got low volume. I'm pretty sure it's almost like they're struggling to even get 1,000,000 shares traded. AERC coming on down to the 467s. So I guess I'll just watch out of the open, because KITT is definitely catching up with PEGY, up 74%. Where would a pullback on this one be? On KITT, let's see. Jump over here to TOS. We can see that yesterday it had a little top at the almost the 350s, ripped over that all the way up here to what, the right above this little level here of the $5, all the way up here to 560s is where it's sitting right now. So definitely has already kind of made a move off that bottom. Now that I look at this charting, this thing has already failed the gap fill. It came up here before, failed the gap fill. I don't think it could do it twice. So that's going to keep me out of AERC. The FNGR has not tested that gap fill yet, though. Above that 644 up here to the 684. It's a lot going on with no strong catalyst on a hump day. Oh, speaking of, I need to send out a message. The dude's name. Oh, what's his name? What's his name? Well, I was supposed to do this at 8 o'clock, but it's okay. Let's see. Let me know availability for next week. Availabilities for next week. Okay, so that, and then I need to also contact him. So those two are sent off. All right, so now we have 6 minutes to the bell. KITT coming on down. One initial test up to the $6 right up there. ATXI dropping on down to the 1050s right here at this low. Almost down 30 something percent. FNGR coming on down. Good morning, GD. FNGR, like I said, it hadn't tested up here yet, but looks like it's still going to do it during pre-market. So we'll have to see. I was just looking at this gap fill here on it. And then AERC again pulling back off of this this little bottom here. So I'm wondering, will it get a nice little pop up? Shorts have won on it quite a bit. Let me see AERC. Oh, but then I did see that that previous gap fill. That was my issue with it. Previous gap fill there. This is probably why I should be taking notes on these when I see stuff like that. AERC, why not to trade this? Well, it's already tried the gap fill. If it didn't try this gap fill, I'd probably be more confident in it to try to get that little 40 something cents. So let me add that note. And failed. Okay. So that would be the only reason I'm like, what's the possibility of it getting up there and retesting that again? I mean, it could, but I like to get that first one. ATXI, let's look on down through here. PEGY. Stopping right under the 225s. KITT. What's up, Daniel B? Lori Lee. Yeah, Daniel B, I told you my schedule changed. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, man. Had to get out there and put my hands in the dirt. And you know, people pay for my time, so I was like, hey, let's do it. paper my wealth of knowledge. 2 minutes until the bell. Then again, looking across here, it did come back into a level that it's previously been at. This been at this level twice. So the 450s. Interesting. Anything else new pop up on the scans? Let's see. Or that's moving out here. Virax INDO up 16%. Of course, some oil is continuing to blast up. INDO, big moves, low volume. 30 seconds to the bell. Let me flip back over here one more time to see if anything else is getting spicy. And nope. Okay. All right. So we will see what happens in 15 seconds. There's the open. A lot of fluctuations. INDO killing the game up 10%. KITT. Let this first 5 minutes play. Well, this little kitty, let's see, 450s. Came down quite a bit. May give this one a little play for a pop back over this 475, but it's just I don't know. That entry just is very questionable to me. And I added a note. It already tried the gap fill. So where could it get up to? Maybe the 5? Possible. PEG, KITT, VEV. Again, holding down here. Just not pushing out. Almost 2 million shares traded down here. Are they expecting some kind of blow up? 70s. I like it. I may give it a small play down here. For real. 60s popping there. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and take some down here and let that play. It's had quite a bit of a pullback, but yeah, I'm going to let 50 shares play right there. See where it wants to push to. PEGY. KITT came up to this level. SPY popping back up as well. ERC. SHPH had a little bit of a pullback down here, but isn't getting a whole lot of volume traded. Let's see, my risk here will be the 450s. If it breaks down to 450s, I'm just going to jump out. Stop 450. $4.49. Because I wanted it to try to at least hold up here. Had a pretty crazy move out of this range yesterday, so it's like, can it just pop up? Bottom of this previous day was the 425s though. ARC. And I look to move, let me see. Break even is 467s. I'm gonna give it some time, man. This thing came down a whole lot. I mean, look at the daily chart here as well. Daily chart, for it to go red on the day, it'll need to get back past the 460s. So 450s would be kind of like the spot for it to actually get destroyed. So that's where I'm looking. 449s. Can we get back up here to the fives will be the question. Only in 50 shares on it though. Now I'll go ahead and put my hard stop there at the 450. Risk is about 10 cents on these 50 shares. PEGY continuing up as well. KITT gave back pretty much all of it. SHP, or no, that's a SPY, my bad. SHPH. And then ATXI down here pausing at the bottom as well. Held up the 984s. Can it do any movements back up? Let's see. Let's see. What's the bottom of this? 981. AECR getting pushed back down. Not able to hold up that 450. Quick dash down, going red on the day. Yeah, I will cut it past 450 though. ATXI continue to do little things here. Let me look at the overall chart. ATXI. I really don't like that daily chart. ATXI, this big drop down here. I'm gonna leave that one alone. INDO coming on back down as well. VEV coming and holding these levels here. I will give this one a small play down here. Has a bottom here of the 139s. Let's see, what was this one? VEV. Yeah. 138s will be my risk level. So I'm going to give this one a play. See, can it hold up here? So I got 100 shares of that. As long as it can hold this 140 level, my risk is I entered at 144. So if it breaks down the say the 130s, 135-ish, 130, that'll be 10 cents. Giving them some plays off the lows. AERC is still holding up here for some reason. Held up above the 50s. ATIX, I'm gonna pop that one off. I don't like that daily chart. I think I just got stopped out of one of them. Yeah. AERC got stopped out on a little dip down there. Looking for it to hold up. 38s. Could not do it. Oh, I forgot to put the doggone stop in. 30s. Testing this level down, this previous flat of the 39. If it breaks the 30, I'm out. So got a hard stop at the 30s. AERC still holding above this 44 again. Continues to interest me. Not really giving any crazy push down to this 40. PEGY just going crazy. KITT halted. SHPH gave back what it had. So 450s continue to get tested here. VEV coming on down to the 30s. 6 cents away. FNGR getting destroyed. $450. So 450s continues to kind of hold around here. It's got 3 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. $450s getting tested hard here. Lot of push at the 450 there. Looking like we're going to get a breakdown of the 30s. Pushing on down there. Yeah, the 50s getting a bounce here on AERC. Got stopped out on the other one. Yen testing the 450s. Pop up here on AERC. Continue to hold above this 444. I almost said on a green day if it could just push up some, but about to close this candle in 30 seconds. Okay, opening up a new candle. 443s would be the risk here. 440 breakdown. Full break of the 50 right there. Again, 15 minutes still holding higher than the 40s, but definitely got some downwards momentum going now. KIT. KIT unhalted a little bit higher. Yeah, we're just seeing continuation down now, picking up too much momentum to that downside, 440s. So I'm gonna let that one die by itself. KITT looks like it's in a halt coming down. Coming back 429 level, getting some buying up here. Hit the I guess the 425s would be the spot that it's trying to stay above. We'll have to see a test of that though. VE. Vicinity Motor. This is VEV. Vicinity Motor shares trade higher after company announces it started delivering Canada's first Class 3 electric trucks on VEV. But on the daily chart, we can see this thing is stupid red. Slipping on down there. So no bounces off the lows of the open. Except for the, well, I guess the SPY did a little bounce, but it's gonna be weird anyway. SHPH also dumped down some. Coming on down to the 125-ish area. INDO giving back, coming back down to the $8. Big topping tail as well on the hour, the 15 and the 30. Seeing AERC. Can it retest that 50? And will the 50 become resistance? So almost back to this previous indecision level, or already reached the previous indecision level down there at the 47s, right under the 50s. Give me something with a bottom on it. SB still trading on KITT. Did it bounce back up? Oh no, it didn't. PEG Y up here with a double top at the 250s. Can it break through that? VEV. Still do not know what it wants to do. KITT destruction. So I'm wondering, VEV needs to come back and test this 140 level at some point. So I'm wondering, can it hold this 125 and get back up there? Because it hasn't even done any kind of reversal back to the upside yet. Came down to this, 125 level. We'll see if it continues to test that 125. The only one with at least a little bit of news. Breaking down the 125s there. And plowing down. Crazy. It's up 14%, but gave back 15% since the open. And now AERC is falling out of the competition. I don't really like it. It's losing. Like it's getting some kind of buying pressure down here though. $436s. Not a good look on that one. All right, AERC. Do you want to get back over the 50s is the question. Do you want to trap some shorts today? Looking out here on TOS, we can see it did hold up that 435s there. As of now, the risk would be maybe like 10 cents again. 10 cents for a move up. I think I'm going to be interested in over the 450s. First pivot of the intraday. Yeah. We'll let this candle close though. It did make a lower low, so I want to see what the next candle looks like. VEV still holding around that 125 level. 30-minute candle closes in 3 minutes. 15-minute candle closes in 3 minutes. Okay. This one is dying. I really don't like this one. Oh my goodness. Losing his whole life out here. Go ahead and pop that one off. INDO fighting a nice little some short pressure over the top. Again, VEV holding right there at that 125 level. Can it break down those 120s? And then AECR back on the 440, so it's looking like it wants to go down some more too. INDO, big fall off from the 820s down here to the 787s. Where are those strong reversals? When we'll get the test 20 cents back up here to the 140s. Will that even happen today? Okay. This one pulling back up to the 440s, 444s again. Would love to see this thing back over 450. For it to go green on the day, it will need to pass 460 though. I'm gonna take off INDO and see if we have anything else over here. VEV coming down to a bottom of the 120. Wonder, can we see a reversal down here finally? I could get in here and then risk down to the 115s would be the risk. Unless it wants to go ahead and get to 115 here. Yep. See it go down to 115. So this one is absolutely dying, man. It's just not turning around at all today. And I always have to make sure I come over here and look at the daily chart. Daily chart came up here, didn't even make it to the 150s, came all the way and is almost all the way back into this level down here of the 113s. So I'm wondering, can it get a small bounce off of the 113s? The thing's crazy going down. Okay, AERC coming back up. I'm tripping. Here's AERC. Looking for it to get back over those 450s. We'll go ahead and probably grab some down here before it does anything crazy. 2 million shares traded on it. The risk here would be what? The bottom of the 434s. It'll be a 10-cent risk. To the bottom. 435s still not looking healthy. Coming back down to the 440s again. PEGY is taking all the attention, so AERC may not do any kind of moves today because of that. Leave that alone. Again, we're sitting on the 440. Looking for a test of previous bottom 434. Can we see some 39s? Running out of steam down here though. Had a huge sell-off on the first candle. A little bit bigger sell-off on the second. But just not getting that push down through this 434. There's some 38s. So yeah, this thing still got some demons to fight. Looks like. $270s. Yep, going on down, breaking down there. Starting to look like it's just fading, not even entering into any kind of consolidation. Just kind of fading off. No higher lows yet. All right, VEV did reach down to the what 113s where that or it's at the 117s right now. A lot of work to do back up to the upside. Has given back, it's a negative 18% since the open, which is definitely not beautiful. There's AERC breaking to the 425s right down here. AERC. Looking at the daily chart, coming on down. So I guess it didn't want to come back up at all. Gave it some quick little chances to reverse, just never could do it. All right. Yeah, SB. I saw Tops yesterday afternoon. Tops was killing it. It's got what, 7 million shares traded. Dropped down to the 532s and popped all the way back up to the 8s. No, I'm not in AERC. No, I gave it 10-cent risk and it broke down both of my 10-cent risks, so it didn't want to reverse. PGY. Oh, above that. Okay. PEGY re-challenging the 270s. Big pullback on tops. 8 million shares traded. I cannot believe this thing came down all the way back to 1/116s. Insanity. Glad I cut where I did though. KITT had a low of the $5. But a huge pullback on both candles, almost pushing it back under the 530s there. So the range on PEGY, it started at $2, went up 60 cents. So we'll see if it can continue that range as the volume decreases. I doubt it. But nothing really gave me any kind of pullbacks off the open. I gave some tries, but didn't want to continue moving up. So PEGY and KITT are the top movers that are getting. PEGY still pushing up to the 275s. VEV did touch that 113 level. Crazy. Got all the way down there and touched that 113 level. Is it ready to reverse off of this? I don't know. We have to let the next candle close, I guess, and see if it can form a higher low than the 113s. 113 was the previous day's high that it came back and tested. Got about 3 minutes left on this 15-minute candle down here. That's crazy. So I'm wondering, why did it? So the news was that it was delivering Canada's first Class 3 electric vehicles. So I'm wondering, how is that like bad news? How is that something that would be avoided on what was that, VEV? Why is this stock being avoided? Corp issues DSU. announces distribution agreement with TOK Group for VMC 1200. Electric buses, electric everything. Okay. Well, apparently people just didn't really vibe with it. And it is going down. And PEGY continues to, what's that, another 10 cents? 1080s or 880s? What am I talking about? I'm doubling up. All right, VEV blasting past that previous low, the 113 there. Just not gonna be the one at all. That thing's dead. Top still figuring out what it wants to do up there. And the SPY is, whoa, I thought the SPY was green. Well, the SPY is red. Big dump down through those levels. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just not liking Kit. Okay. Well, as of now, I gave, what all did I trade? I gave, who all did I gave AERC a chance. I gave VEV a chance. So got 50 shares of that one, and then 100 shares of VEV for a reversal. Neither one of them could do anything for me, so I just cut it. Didn't want to end up in a hole that was irreplaceable. I only risked 10 cents on those, 10, 15 cents on those. There was a little bit of slippage, looks like. Let's see. Yeah, there's a little bit of slippage on these. Couple cents, but that's okay. It got me out about where I was trying to get out. PEGY coming on up. This thing is pushing to the moon, up 100%. A lot of short bait out here. I'm gonna let them play that and see what happens for the rest of the day. I am willing to try if PEGY can pull back, maybe it'll get some opportunities. I want to see what the range is to the downside though. And then Kit kind of going sideways, running out of steam here. But we will see. Tops had a previous high up here of the 850s. PEGY, we look at the daily chart. Came from the 2. Looks like it has a little bit of resistance. Some resistance levels up here possibly. But it's super strong right now. but I don't know what that pullback's gonna look like. Was that 360s? It's at 287 right now. Top's pulling on back down as well. SPY continue to push back under the or push back to the 370s. KITT coming on down to the $5 breakdown. There's the $5 breakdown right there. So yeah, definitely close up those ranges quick today. KITT halted to the downside. PEGY going up to $3, so almost $1 range in here. Tops had a previous high of the 675s. I wonder will it go back down and test that. Super quick pop. I can't believe that thing popped like that though off the open. That's crazy. All right. Well, I got about 8 minutes left. Tried to give some of these little movers into the downside, into those lows, a chance to reverse on the shorts, but we did not get any early short squeezes. We may get some maybe some lunchtime short squeezes, or we may get some crazy dumps off of these big moves up from PEGY. So I would definitely be careful because these ranges are probably super enticing for shorts today. Especially with the catalyst. If you guys traded anything, what did you jump into? Did you did you get some of PEG? Why did you what did you get into? Did you get some of KIT, which is looking like it's gonna be eating dirt here soon? Traded SNTI yesterday. S&B SB said tops. Shot up to 632. Yeah. That's crazy. Some crazy opening movement. SNTI traded that yesterday. Yeah. It's come back down to what was the news on SNTI? Senti Bio present preclinical data on cancer-killing allogenic CAR-NK cells. Let me pull this up. Okay, so they got a cancer-killing allogenic CAR natural killer cells at SITC annual meeting. Oh, okay. Scent Biosciences security starts coverage. Okay, well they did have that news. Tops. KITT unhalted at the 475s. VEV bottom of the 110. Do I want to risk 1 cent? It's got 14 million shares. I could risk 1 cent or 5 cents here to the 10. If it breaks 10, I'll be out. I may just do that. It's come down. It's tested the previous lows of yesterday at the 113s. Could it possibly get back up there and test maybe like the 125s or something? Only up 8%. I don't know. I may just chill out today and stop trying to force something. Got 4 minutes on the stream. Yeah, I may just go ahead and look for PEG wide a pullback possibly, as long as it doesn't do too much. If the range to the downside is bigger than the up, that's going to be kind of nasty. Kit getting bought up here as well off of the 468s. And this is on a 15-minute chart. So quite a bit of buying up there. But still huge wick to the downside. So I don't know how much I would trust that. Double top on oil. GD called out BBAI. And then somebody called out a double top on oil. Let me see. Came up here to this before. Came up to the 8650s-ish level. Kind of stopping around there. Oil turns lower after OPEC agrees to large cut market talk. Oil UK government faces fresh pressure from oil windfall tax. Magnolia Oil and Gas. Okay. BBAI. What was the news on BBAI? No news today, but it is getting up. Did I type that right? BBAI, yeah. it had a break. It had a break here over the 184s and came up here to the 209s. Like it's getting pushed back down here a little bit. So about a 25-cent run there. Not huge range, but 2 million shares traded on it. PEGY finally coming back down. Hit holding right at that $5 level, but still with that top and tail may not be the one. VEV. I think I'm going to risk this little 4 cents and see if it can pop back up. If it pops back up, great. If not, I'll be out on the break of, 110. This big old sell-off, I'm pretty sure somebody's going to want to cover. But I don't know. Let's look at these previous bars, these previous candles. First candle was 2 million shares. 2 million, 2 million. Yeah. 110 is that point. But it only has 7%. So how many eyes are gonna stay on it with PEG still moving like this is the question. So bottom is the 110s there though. Those class 3 electric vehicles, man, I can't believe they died like that. KITT, I mean, what is the chances that it's going to make all this up all the way to the top on this candle? The most you could probably expect is maybe a 535 try. So that's a 30 cents there. Maybe. And that's if they really get excited. And then down here is the support looking like it's sitting right on the $5, right under the $5 on the hour chart. PEG finally having a little top at the 282s on the hour chart. Tops down to the $7. Had a top up here of the, oh my goodness. Well, I was gonna say that's a top possibly at the 730s, but it's getting poppy. So definitely spazzing out there. VEV still holding this 111. I'm gonna give it a little play out this bottom, man. This thing's got way too much to be hovering here for too much longer. And it's only a 5-cent risk as well. So back below the 111s, I'll just jump out. That's what it's looking like. So I'm gonna take some down here around this 115 level. Looking for some covering to happen. Yeah, something's happening down here. We'll see what happens though. 14 million shares traded too. There's got to be somebody that wants to cover a little bit. PEG coming on down. Hit. SPY looking like it's came down to this one or this 371. SNTI popping back up a little bit. BBAI took a little dip. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this thing play. Previous high was the 104s. So, or not the previous high, the previous level that it was at was the 104s. But I'm looking for a little bit of covering on this one today. I only got 200 shares, so whatever happens, I will risk. Let's see, what do I want to risk on this? I don't really know. What's the top of this? 125s possible. And this will be like the first real pivot of the day, if it's going to be a pivot, the first higher low on the day. PEGY coming on down. BBAI just really poppy. Pop down here to 189s, back up here to the 195s. And I'll just put a stop out here for 200 shares. It goes below, let's say $1 would be what, 15 cents? 15 cents of risk. Then I'll say, okay, well, you didn't want to go up anyway. But if not, actually I'll put a trailing stop on it because I'm not gonna be watching this. So I got my stop out there. Let it play. It just, those electric vehicles just don't seem like something that should be dying like that. Tops continuing down. SPY showing some indecision down here. Kit holding up this 471. Can it hold this level? What is this? 40 cents of risk? Ugh. I don't know about that. Again, we see Vive pulling back up again off of these 110s here. This is the 30-minute chart, so definitely holding something. May add a little bit down here since it's holding. We'll see how it holds up though. On the hour chart, holding this level of the 110s. Oh boy. And 1/16s. Drying up that volume though, but still holding okay, I guess, for now. Could add under the 115 and see where it wants to go. It is showing a little bit of pressure, but another low would definitely not be good under the 110s. See a lot of 114s going through. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up adding down here. It keeps holding up these levels. Still see PEGY coming down. Kit gave a little pop. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna add 100 more shares down here while it's holding up these 113s and things. Because 113 was the previous day's high. Doesn't have to move fast, just move, just you know, grind up. There's the 15s. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some under the 15 here. What's that? 250 shares, 250 shares. Grabbing some. Because I'm thinking this thing can bounce here at this 113. Yeah, so I got 300 shares here. And my out will be the 110s. If it can stay above the 110s, great. But yeah, that's a 4-cent risk on these shares. Fifteens keep coming up though. Can it start making those higher levels? BA still snapping around tops. Pop back up here as well. KITT popping back up as well. Top's looking a little bit flat. Oh, well, I have gone way over time. I just realized that I'm going to go ahead and get ready to shut it down. Keep you guys updated. If this wants to get up and test some highs, great. The risk is about 4 cents right now. Just needs to start breaking back over the 116s for a pivot. But there is a little bit of buying pressure on the 30 minutes. We can see off of the 110s. If it wants to go, you know, let it go. But I will keep you guys updated in the Discord. And let me see. Make sure I have this set right. 09. $15 million shares traded on this thing. Are you telling me nobody's interested in this thing going up after all of these short winnings? I don't think so. Somebody somewhere is interested. And I guess the other thing that I'm using as a basis is that previous high. That 113 was the previous high. So I'm risking off of that as well. Anyway, about to shut it down. Let's see, where do I need to go? Today stream. All right, if you're gonna continue trading today, be careful. Keep your head on a swivel. Definitely a spicy morning. Some of the things that were going up did not have great catalysts, but you know, they still got the attention. Some days it's like that, but I'll see what VEV wants to do over the next couple of days into going towards the weekend with that electric vehicle news. Because I mean, I've seen electric vehicle news go up before, and it's always kind of like, well, you know, wish I was in there when I saw the news the first time. But it's always one of those things where you just have to manage your risk, I guess. EEV. But yeah, as long as it holds up, 4 cents of risk on 300 shares is what is 4 cents? $12. So risking $12 on this trade. Yeah. And it looks like it's going a little flat here. So I don't even. I mean, my stop is pretty tight. Yeah. Pretty tight. But since I'm not going to be watching it, there may be a possible drop before it goes up. Well, if it does, I still got more money to trade. So if it does drop, I can get back in. So I'll just risk that $12. Anyway, oh, I didn't even show you guys that. Yeah, I'm sticking to the same plan. If things don't go my way, oh well. But anyway, about to shut it down. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.